When your body aches, when the joints stiffen or the muscles throb, when a dull heaviness hangs over you like a fog, something deeper than pain begins to speak. It whispers questions in the silence. Will this ever leave me? Will I ever feel whole again? And beneath those questions often lies a quiet fear, the fear that something inside is broken beyond repair. But tonight we pause. We breathe, because what Joseph Murphy revealed, and what countless souls have discovered through his teachings, is that your body, every cell, every heartbeat, every silent rhythm is listening. It listens not to chance, not to fate, but to you, to your words, your emotions, your convictions. You see, the body is a faithful servant. It has no choice. It obeys the command that has been most deeply impressed upon your subconscious mind. Whether you realize it or not, every phrase you repeat, every thought you nurture, every image you hold close, they become laws, and your body follows them with unshakable loyalty. So if your body hurts tonight, if pain has made its home within you, understand this: pain is not your master, it is a messenger. A reflection of an inner instruction, one that perhaps has been written by years of worry, fear, guilt, or unspoken grief. And the same way you wrote it, you can rewrite it. The law never resists change. What is impressed is expressed. Change the impression, and the expression must follow. But words alone are not enough. It is belief that turns a phrase into power. It is feeling that breathes life into a word, and it is repetition that engraves it into the tablet of the subconscious, until it becomes law. Tonight we will speak 10 affirmations. They are not spells, not wishes, not poetic dreams. They are laws of healing. Each one a seed that, when planted in the rich soil of faith, begins to bloom as renewal in your body. You will not need to strain or struggle. You need only to believe as a child believes, simply, quietly, faithfully. So before we begin, prepare your mind as you would prepare sacred ground. Breathe deeply. Let the noise of fear drift away. Feel your body soften, even if pain still lingers. Because tonight you do not fight pain. You command healing, and the law will obey. Before we begin with the first affirmation, take a deep breath and center yourself. You're not here by accident. You were guided to this moment. If you're ready to speak life, to awaken your body's healing power, and to let divine energy flow through every cell, declare it to the universe right now. Type in the comments, "I am ready to heal." This is your signal, your agreement with the infinite. When you write it, you're not just typing words, you're planting the seed of restoration. Now repeat within your heart the first affirmation, not as a wish, but as a decree. Divine life flows through me now. Every cell, every organ, every function of my body is filled with healing power. Whisper it, let it echo in your chest. Feel it move like light through the places that ache. See that light, golden, warm, alive, flowing through you. You are not asking, you are declaring. For there is a presence within you, infinite and intelligent, that knows how to mend, how to restore, how to renew. You do not need to instruct it, only to awaken it with belief. Each time you speak this affirmation, you carve a new command into the mind that governs your body. You say, "Divine life flows through me now," and your subconscious, like a loyal servant, begins the work. Circulation quickens, tissues repair, nerves calm, breath deepens, not through effort, but through law. A woman once came to Murphy weeping in pain. Doctors had told her nothing could be done. For years she repeated, "I am broken. I am sick. I am weak." And so her body obeyed. But Murphy gave her a new decree. Each night before sleep she was to whisper, "Divine life flows through me now. Every cell is alive with healing." At first her mind resisted. The old command still echoed. But she persisted. Night after night, seed after seed, until belief bloomed. One morning she woke and realized the pain that once ruled her had vanished like mist in the morning sun, not by chance, by law. What is impressed is expressed. So tonight, say it again, "Divine life flows through me now. Every cell, every organ, every function of my body is filled with healing power." You are not describing the future. You are declaring the truth. Pain may argue, but truth is stronger. The law does not consult symptoms. It answers faith. Let your words be gentle but firm. Feel them in the rhythm of your breath. Let your mind see the image. Light flowing through your veins, harmony returning to every system, peace settling in every nerve. This is not imagination. It is creation, and creation begins with the spoken word. When you speak with faith, your subconscious, the silent builder, begins its sacred work. It rebuilds tissue, harmonizes chemistry, restores balance, and calls every cell back to divine order. So tonight, let this be your law. Divine life flows through me now. Every part of me is alive with healing power. I am whole, I am renewed, I am free, and as you breathe, let gratitude rise. Gratitude is the proof of belief. When you give thanks before seeing the result, you tell the subconscious, it is done. And once the subconscious accepts, it cannot fail to express. When you say, I am whole, I am strong, and I am free from all pain, perfect balance is established in me now. You're not begging the universe for mercy. You're declaring a law. Let those words settle in. They are not a wish. They are a statement of identity. When you speak them, you are not describing what you see. You are commanding what will be seen. You are stepping into the truth that already exists within you. Beyond the noise of pain, beyond the story of the diagnosis, beyond the limits of what anyone else has said. Joseph Murphy taught that your subconscious does not respond to pleading. It responds to authority. It takes the shape of whatever belief you hand it, just as soft clay takes the imprint of a seal. So when you affirm, I am whole, I am strong, and I am free from all pain, you're giving your subconscious the blueprint of harmony. It receives that command and the healing process begins immediately. Pause. Breathe. Feel the quiet under your breath. Wholeness is not something you need to chase. It's already here, waiting for you to claim it. Every cell in your body knows how to return to order. Your heart beats, your lungs expand, your blood flows, all without your conscious effort. That same intelligence that keeps you alive now begins to align everything into balance. You may be tempted to look for proof right away. You may think, but I still feel pain. Don't confuse appearance with authority. The pain is an echo, not a verdict. It's the lingering shadow of old thoughts, old commands. Speak your new command and hold it. The echo will fade. Say it again, slowly. I am whole, I am strong, I am free from all pain. Perfect balance is established in me now. Feel each phrase land in your body. When you say I am whole, you remind your subconscious that nothing is missing. When you say I am strong, you awaken energy in every muscle and fiber. When you say I am free from all pain, you withdraw authority from suffering. It can no longer claim you. And when you finish with perfect balance is established in me now, you close the command like a decree signed by a king. Balance means more than comfort. It means every system, every organ, every cell moving in harmony. It means digestion that nourishes, breath that calms, nerves that rest, and blood that carries vitality to every corner of your being. This is not fantasy, it's the law of life, the law of belief responding to your voice. Think of your body as a vast orchestra. Each organ, each function, each rhythm is an instrument. For years, fear and worry may have played out of tune. Pain is simply dissonance, an instrument that lost the rhythm. But when you declare perfect balance is established in me now, you hand the conductor, your subconscious, a new score. The music of your being begins to retune itself. Harmony replaces discord. You may feel a gentle warmth, a soft release, or a wave of calm as you speak these words. That's your body obeying the new order. Don't rush it. Don't doubt it. Just trust the law. What is impressed is expressed. Say it one more time, this time with gratitude. I am whole. I am strong. I am free from all pain. Perfect balance is established in me now. Feel the quiet confidence of someone who already knows the outcome. Healing isn't something you're hoping for. It's something that has already begun. Every word you speak with conviction is a seed, and your subconscious is the most fertile ground in creation. Plant this truth deeply. Water it with faith, and it will bloom into visible strength and peace. Wholeness is your birthright. Strength is your nature. Freedom from pain is your destiny. Let your voice carry that truth into every cell, and the law of life will take care of the rest. The third affirmation is this: divine life flows through me now. Every cell, every organ, every function of my body is radiant with health and harmony. Pause and really let that sink in. These are not just words, they are a living current. When you say divine life flows through me now, you are declaring that there is a power greater than pain, greater than any diagnosis, greater than fear itself, a power that sustains the stars, that opens the flowers, that beats your heart without you thinking about it. That power is not outside of you, it's flowing through you, right now. Joseph Murphy taught that your subconscious is the silent physician. It already knows how to mend tissue, how to restore nerves, how to regulate heartbeat, how to purify blood. It does these things naturally, without your conscious effort. When you affirm every cell, every organ, every function of my body is radiant with health and harmony, you're aligning that silent intelligence with a higher command, not just survival but vitality. Not just function but harmony. Close your eyes for a moment, and imagine it. Picture a golden river of light moving gently from the top of your head down to the soles of your feet. See it touching every cell, washing away tension, dissolving pain, bringing peace and renewal. Your subconscious doesn't argue with imagination. It accepts it as real, and once it accepts, it begins to express it in your body. When you say divine life flows through me now, you are reminding yourself that you are never disconnected from the source of health. The body may grow tired, but the source never does. Pain may try to shout, but the river flows steadily, constantly, eternally. This affirmation is not asking for healing. It is recognizing healing already present. Repeat it slowly with me now. Divine life flows through me now. Every cell, every organ, every function of my body is radiant with health and harmony. As you speak these words, notice how your breath deepens, how your shoulders release, how your heart steadies. These are not small coincidences, they are the body beginning to align with the new command. Your subconscious is listening. It does not weigh probabilities. It does not calculate how likely healing is. It only accepts conviction. If you speak with doubt, it accepts doubt. If you speak with faith, it accepts faith. That is why Murphy emphasized do not plead, declare, do not beg, affirm. So say it again, this time with authority, as if every cell is standing at attention waiting for orders. Divine life flows through me now. Every cell, every organ, every function of my body is radiant with health and harmony. Feel the current move. Imagine your blood carrying light. Picture your lungs breathing peace. See your nerves calm and steady. Let the vision be so real that your subconscious cannot distinguish it from fact, because to your subconscious, it is fact. The law is simple. What is impressed is expressed. Each time you declare this affirmation, you are carving the law of harmony into the depths of your being, and once carved, the body must follow. So hold it, live in it, whisper it as you wake, breathe it. As you rest, let it accompany you through the day. Divine life is not a visitor. It is your essence. Health is not a gift you have to earn. It is the natural expression of that life flowing in you right now. Say it one final time, with gratitude as if it has already come to pass. Divine life flows through me now. Every cell, every organ, every function of my body is radiant with health and harmony. And as you speak it, trust that the silent physician within you has already received the order and is carrying it out with unfailing precision. Your body listens. Your body obeys. And the law of life always answers belief. The fourth affirmation is this. The healing presence of God restores me as I breathe. Peace relaxes every nerve and muscle. Now pause for a moment. Take a slow, deep breath. Feel the air entering your body not just as oxygen but as life itself. With every inhale, imagine you are drawing in divine light, and with every exhale you are releasing everything that no longer serves you. Tension, worry, fear, pain. Joseph Murphy often reminded his students that God's presence is not far away, it is the very breath within you. You don't have to search for healing in temples or mountaintops. The healing power of God moves through you right now, in the rhythm of your breathing, in the quiet rise and fall of your chest. When you speak these words, the healing presence of God restores me as I breathe, you are making a sacred recognition that every breath is a bridge between the unseen and the seen, between the spirit and the body. You are affirming that healing is not a distant event waiting to happen, it's a present process unfolding with every inhale, with every exhale. Close your eyes and picture it. As you breathe in, imagine a gentle golden mist entering your lungs, traveling into your bloodstream, reaching every cell, carrying peace, light, and renewal. As you exhale, feel that mist sweeping away the shadows of worry, fatigue, and pain, releasing them into nothingness. Your breath becomes a prayer, a rhythm of restoration. Murphy taught that tension is the body's silent cry for faith. Every tightened muscle, every clenched jaw, every shallow breath is the subconscious responding to fear. When you invite peace, when you say peace relaxes every nerve and muscle, you are sending a new message. I trust, I am safe. I allow the divine to move freely within me. Imagine your nerves as strings on a great instrument. When they're tightened by fear, the music they play is discord, pain, restlessness, unease. But when you speak peace into them, when you let divine calm flow through your breath, those strings loosen, soften, and begin to hum with harmony again. The music changes. The body listens. This affirmation is not just about physical relaxation. It's a total release. It's letting go of the need to control every outcome, to carry every burden, to fix everything with effort. Healing comes not through struggle, but through surrender. And the breath, steady, gentle, faithful, is the path. So breathe with me now. Inhale softly through your nose, and as you do, silently affirm the healing presence of God restores me. Hold it for a moment. Feel that light expanding. Now, exhale slowly, whispering within peace relaxes every nerve and muscle. Do this a few times, not as a ritual, but as a remembrance that the infinite life that made you still moves in you. Each breath is a quiet miracle. Each exhale is an invitation for peace to take its rightful place. You see, the subconscious responds to rhythm. That's why breathing, steady, measured, calm, is so powerful. When you breathe with faith, you're imprinting harmony onto the deepest layers of your being. The subconscious interprets your breath as trust, your stillness as belief, your relaxation as surrender. And when it feels that surrender, it begins to heal, to restore, to rebuild. This affirmation carries within it the secret of effortless healing, not forced, not demanded, but allowed. You're not commanding your body to fight. You're inviting it to remember what peace feels like, to remember how wholeness feels, to remember that divine presence never left. It simply waits for your permission to flow again. Let's speak it again, slowly, like a sacred mantra, feeling every word. The healing presence of God restores me as I breathe. Peace relaxes every nerve and muscle. Notice how your heartbeat softens. Notice how your shoulders fall. Notice how your mind quiets, like waves settling after a storm. This is not imagination. It's alignment. The body is responding to a new law, the law of peace, the law of restoration. Joseph Murphy wrote that peace is power, is not passive. It is the creative stillness from which all healing flows. When you are at peace, you are in perfect alignment with divine intelligence. Every cell feels that harmony. Every organ senses that order. Peace is not the absence of activity, it's the presence of divine rhythm. So let this be your medicine. Breathe peace. Live peace. Speak peace. For every breath carries a law, and every law carries a result. If your breath is anxious, your body trembles. If your breath is peaceful, your body heals. If your days have been filled with strain, if your nights have been restless, this is the turning point. Begin each morning and end each night with this affirmation. Make it your first breath and your last thought. The healing presence of God restores me as I breathe. Peace relaxes every nerve and muscle. And as you do, picture your body as a vast temple filled with golden light. Every nerve, every fiber, every muscle resting in divine calm. The air within that temple glows with serenity. The walls pulse with the heartbeat of God's presence. And there, in the center, you, the soul, sit in perfect peace, breathing life back into every corner. Let the peace you speak become the peace you feel. Let the peace you feel become the peace you embody. And let your breath, gentle, faithful, sacred, carry the command of healing to every part of you. So breathe deeply once more and affirm with certainty, the healing presence of God restores me as I breathe. Peace relaxes every nerve and muscle. And know beyond all doubt that the divine presence within you has already begun its perfect work. The fifth affirmation is this: my blood is pure, my organs work perfectly, and my immune system is wise and strong. Speak these words slowly, with reverence. They are more than sentences. They are instructions, divine blueprints being delivered to the silent builder within you. When Joseph Murphy spoke of healing, he often reminded his students, your body listens even when you do not. The subconscious mind is always receiving, always recording, always creating in accordance with the pictures and commands impressed upon it. So now, you are giving it a new picture, a picture of purity, harmony, and intelligent strength. Close your eyes for a moment, and imagine your blood as a river of radiant light flowing gently through you. With every heartbeat, that light travels, cleansing, nourishing, restoring. Picture it moving through your veins like sunlight in motion. carrying vitality, washing away shadows of fatigue, fear, or disease. This is not fantasy. This is faith turned into form. Your subconscious does not ask, "Is this realistic?" It asks only, "Is this believed?" When you say, "My blood is pure," you are declaring that the very essence of life within you is clean, free, and divine. Blood is the carrier of life, the sacred current that touches every cell, every organ, and purity here does not mean perfection in the eyes of a microscope. It means harmony, life energy unclouded by fear, resentment, or doubt. Murphy taught that impurity begins in thought, in fear, in anger, in bitterness, and purity begins in faith. When you release the inner toxins of worry and guilt, the outer purification follows. So as you speak this affirmation, feel not only your blood being cleansed, but your thoughts. Feel old worries dissolving, regrets lifting, the heavy sediment of old stories being washed away. Your blood flows pure because your faith flows pure. Now my organs work perfectly. Pause there. What a powerful truth. Your organs, silent, faithful, tireless, are working even as you listen. The heart beats, the lungs breathe, the liver filters, the stomach digests, all without you lifting a finger. They do not ask your permission to serve you. They respond automatically to the instructions of your subconscious. So when you speak this command, you are affirming their natural rhythm, their divine order. Perfection here does not mean flawlessness beyond all change. It means alignment, each organ fulfilling its purpose under divine guidance. It means your heart beating in harmony with peace, your lungs breathing in rhythm with life, your stomach digesting not only food but experience with ease. You are reminding your inner world of its design. You are reintroducing order where confusion once reigned. Joseph Murphy would often say, "The body is a servant, not a master. It listens to your belief, not your fear. So let your belief speak clearly now. Let every cell hear, my organs work perfectly. My body functions as divine intelligence intended. I live in harmony with the law of life. And now my immune system is wise and strong. Not merely strong, wise. Strength without wisdom can lash out, misfire, misunderstand. But the immune system, guided by divine intelligence, knows the difference between threat and peace, between attack and embrace. It is not only your shield, it is your servant of balance. Picture your immune system as a vigilant guardian, clothed in light, moving silently through your inner world, discerning, healing, restoring, protecting. It knows what to release and what to retain. It remembers every victory. It learns from every challenge. It is not random. It is responsive to the laws you speak. When you affirm wisdom and strength, you are awakening the intelligence already within your cells. There are stories, countless ones, of people who spoke life into their immune system and watched their bodies transform. Not because the words were magic, but because the subconscious, once given the command, reorganized the entire body to reflect it. Your immune system is not your enemy. It is your ally, your inner healer, the silent warrior guided by love. Speak to it with respect. Speak to it with gratitude. Tell it what you want it to know. You are wise. You are strong. You are balanced. You work in harmony with divine order. You protect me with love. As you repeat this affirmation, visualize your body glowing softly from within, every cell alert and radiant, every organ steady and sure, every drop of blood moving in rhythm with divine intelligence. Feel a sense of quiet power rising from your core, not strain, not effort, but effortless assurance. Remember, healing is not forcing the body to obey, it is reminding it of what it already knows. You are not begging for change, you are restoring the original plan. You are lifting the fog and letting the blueprint shine again. Now speak it once more, slowly, feeling every word ripple through your being. My blood is pure, my organs work perfectly, and my immune system is wise and strong. Let your mind picture it. Let your heart believe it. Let your breath carry it through every vein. With every repetition, you are engraving a new law upon the subconscious: purity, harmony, wisdom, strength, and the subconscious, faithful and unerring, will respond. It has no choice. It is the servant of conviction. What you impress, it expresses. So as you go about your day, when doubt whispers or pain rises, return to this truth. Whisper it beneath your breath. Let it anchor you in faith. My blood is pure, my organs work perfectly, and my immune system is wise and strong. Say it when you wake. Say it when you rest. Say it when you feel weary. These words are not repetition, they are revelation. Each time you speak them, you call forth the law of life to act within you. And the law, once called, never fails. The sixth affirmation is this: I release all fear, resentment, and guilt. Divine love dissolves everything unlike itself in me now. Breathe that in for a moment. Let those words move through you like a tide, washing the shores of your soul. This is not just an affirmation, it is a cleansing, a sacred letting go. Joseph Murphy taught that true healing begins not in the flesh, but in the feeling. Before the body can be restored, the heart must be freed. And what chains the heart most heavily? Fear, resentment, guilt. These three shadows live quietly in many minds, hidden, unspoken, but powerful. Fear whispers, "You are not safe." Resentment hisses, "You have been wronged." Guilt sighs, "You do not deserve peace." And the subconscious, ever obedient, molds the body in response to these lies, tightening the muscles, poisoning the blood, clouding the mind. But divine love, pure, infinite, ever-present, knows none of these. It recognizes only itself. It cannot dwell in the same house as fear or resentment or guilt. When love enters, the shadows dissolve, not by struggle, but by simple presence, like darkness fleeing before the sunrise. So when you say, "I release all fear, resentment, and guilt," you are opening the windows of your soul and letting light flood in. You are loosening the old knots that bind your energy. You are declaring, "I no longer identify with these illusions. They are not who I am." Close your eyes and feel it. Fear like a mist around your chest, now lifting, dissolving, thinning into nothingness. Resentment, a weight on your shoulders, melting, softening, falling away. Guilt, a shadow over your heart, fading into the light. See yourself standing taller, breathing deeper, glowing softly with a new clarity. You are not your fears. You are not your past. You are not the stories of hurt you've carried. You are divine love, and divine love has nothing to forgive, for it never condemned. Murphy would often remind his listeners, the body reveals what the heart conceals. Hidden fear shows itself in tension. Buried resentment manifests as pain. Lingering guilt becomes fatigue. When you forgive, when you release, when you love, your body responds instantly. Muscles relax. Breath deepens. Circulation improves. The immune system strengthens. Why? Because love restores order. Love is the natural law of life. Now say the second part of the affirmation slowly. With deep faith, divine love dissolves everything unlike itself in me now. Not tomorrow, now. The word now is the key. It tells the subconscious this is not a wish, not a hope, but a law already in effect. As you speak, divine love, the very essence of your being, begins to move like a gentle flame through your inner world, finding every shadow, every knot, every hard place, and softening it into light. Imagine this love as a radiant presence, golden and warm, rising from the center of your chest, expanding outward. It touches your thoughts, your memories, your emotions. Wherever there is fear, it brings courage. Wherever there is bitterness, it brings compassion. Wherever there is guilt, it brings forgiveness. You may feel old emotions stirring. Let them come. They are surfacing not to hurt you, but to be healed. Every tear, every sigh, every deep breath is a release, a letting go of something that never truly belonged to you. Murphy said, "Love is the fulfilling of the law. When you love, truly love, you fulfill the highest pattern of harmony. You return to the state from which you came. Divine love is not sentimental, it is transformative. It melts resistance. It erases error. It restores balance." So when you speak this affirmation, you are not forcing healing, you are inviting it. You are saying, "Let me become again what I already am." Let every thought, every feeling, every cell remember the truth of love. Repeat it gently now and let your body listen. I release all fear, resentment, and guilt. Divine love dissolves everything unlike itself in me now. Feel your breath flowing freely again. Feel the peace returning. Feel the heaviness lifting. You are not trying to love. You are allowing love to move through you. The more you surrender, the more it flows. The more it flows, the more you heal. Think of divine love as a mighty river. You cannot push it, but you can open the dam. Each release, each moment of forgiveness, lifts a gate. The waters rush in, clearing away what was stagnant, refreshing what was dry. Soon, what once felt broken begins to bloom again. There was once a woman Murphy counseled who carried deep resentment towards someone who had wronged her. Years of bitterness had hardened her heart and weakened her body. He told her, "You are not punishing them. You are imprisoning yourself." He gave her this truth: "I release you to divine love. I am free, and you are free." She repeated it daily, at first with effort, then with sincerity, then with joy. The resentment faded, her health returned, and peace took its place. The outer healing followed the inner release. So remember, forgiveness is not condoning the act, it is freeing yourself from the burden of carrying it. Guilt is not penance, it is bondage. And fear is not caution, it is misdirected faith. When you release them, you are not losing protection, you are gaining power. Say it again as a decree: I release all fear, resentment, and guilt. Divine love dissolves everything unlike itself in me now. The eighth affirmation is this: I sleep in peace and awaken renewed. Through the night I am restored at every level. Let these words wrap around you like a soft blanket for your soul. This affirmation carries the rhythm of surrender, the gentle exhale after a long day of effort. It reminds you that even when your conscious mind rests, the divine power within you never sleeps. The subconscious continues its sacred work, mending, balancing, restoring, aligning, preparing you for a new dawn. Sleep is not an absence, it is a return to source, to harmony, to the quiet intelligence that governs all life. When you declare, I sleep in peace, you are giving permission to your nervous system to release the burdens it's carried. You're instructing every muscle to soften, every thought to dissolve, every worry to fade into silence. Joseph Murphy taught that the hours of sleep are some of the most fertile hours for spiritual transformation. In the stillness of the night, when the conscious mind no longer resists, your subconscious becomes fully open, deeply receptive, like rich soil awaiting the seed of your command. What you plant before you sleep takes root in the unseen and blossoms in your waking world. That's why this affirmation is so powerful. It is both a surrender and a decree. You are not simply saying, I will rest. You are commanding your inner world to restore itself. You are telling every cell, every emotion, every layer of your being, return to balance, return to peace, return to wholeness. Say it slowly: I sleep in peace and awaken renewed. Feel what those words do to your body. Notice how your breathing deepens, how your shoulders loosen, how your heartbeat softens. These are signs that your subconscious has received the command. It is beginning to orchestrate the chemistry of restoration, releasing the right hormones, slowing the brain waves, turning off the stress circuits, activating repair. Now complete the affirmation. Through the night, I am restored at every level, not just the body but the mind and spirit too. The divine does not heal in fragments, it heals in wholeness. Your subconscious knows how to balance your thoughts, clear your emotions, mend your tissues, and renew your energy all at once. All you must do is imagine yourself lying in a field of light, weightless and calm. Above you the heavens shimmer, not with stars but with millions of tiny points of golden energy descending like gentle rain. Each drop enters your body with a soft glow, touching your cells, soothing your nerves, clearing your mind. With each breath you sink deeper into peace. With each moment you are being rebuilt. Quietly, lovingly, perfectly. In this place, there is no need to strive. Healing does not require effort, it requires trust. Peace is not something you earn, it's something you remember. And this affirmation is your reminder. Say it again: I sleep in peace and awaken renewed. Through the night I am restored at every level. Let it be the final vibration your body hears before sleep, a lullaby to the soul, a key that locks the door to fear and opens the window to grace. As these words echo through the chambers of your subconscious, they will instruct your body to rest deeply, your mind to quiet, your spirit to expand. When you awaken, you will not simply feel rested, you will feel renewed. The fog of yesterday will have lifted. The weight of old thoughts will have dissolved. Your energy will hum with quiet purpose. That is the power of right rest. Not just physical but spiritual rejuvenation. Murphy often said that sleep is a divine clinic. Every night you enter a sacred hospital where the divine physician works undisturbed. But like any patient, you must enter willingly, trustingly, and in peace. If you carry anxiety into sleep, you hand the subconscious a blueprint of restlessness. It will follow that plan faithfully. But if you hand it peace, it will return wholeness. So tonight, before you close your eyes, whisper this truth. I sleep in peace and awaken renewed through the night. I am restored at every level. Let every breath be a wave of surrender. Let every heartbeat be a drum of trust. Let the faithful physician within you take over and perform its silent miracles. You may even notice as you repeat this over the nights. Your dreams become lighter, more harmonious. The tone of your thoughts in the morning softens. The body wakes without heaviness. This is not magic. This is law. The subconscious is working from the instruction you've impressed upon it. And remember, you are not asking to be restored. You are declaring restoration. You are speaking law into your night. You are instructing your inner world to return to its divine blueprint while you rest in grace. As you drift towards sleep, imagine yourself being gently carried on a current of light, a river of calm that takes you into the heart of the infinite. You don't need to paddle, you simply float. The current knows where to go. The divine intelligence knows what to do. So breathe, release, and trust. Say once more, I sleep in peace and awaken renewed through the night. I am restored at every level. And know, with every fiber of your being, that even as you rest, the universe is working for you, mending, guiding, blessing, restoring. When the morning comes, you will rise not as the same person who went to bed, but as one renewed, revived, and ready to walk in light. The ninth affirmation is this: I am guided to the right thoughts, foods, movements, and helpers that bless my health. This is not merely an affirmation, it's a declaration of alignment. It is the recognition that divine intelligence flows through you, guiding not just your inner world but also your daily steps, your choices, your habits, your encounters. Health is not built in one moment, it's shaped through 1,000 small decisions. The thoughts you entertain, the foods you choose, the movements you make, the voices you listen to. And when you affirm this truth, you open yourself to perfect guidance in every one of them. Say it slowly with reverence. I am guided to the right thoughts, foods, movements, and helpers that bless my health. Notice what it feels like when those words leave your lips. You are not saying, I hope I find them. You are affirming, I am guided. This is not a request, it's a statement of divine partnership. You are acknowledging that within you lives a wisdom far greater than intellect, a compass that never fails, a light that always points toward harmony. Joseph Murphy often said, the infinite within you knows the answer. The same intelligence that created your body knows exactly how to maintain, nourish, and heal it. You do not walk alone in confusion. The moment you align your mind with faith, doors open, clarity dawns, and the right paths appear. Every aspect of this affirmation is a doorway. When you say, I am guided to the right thoughts, you are clearing the clutter of fear and inviting the gentle voice of truth to rise. You are asking your mind to become a sanctuary, filled not with doubt or judgment, but with ideas that bring light. The right thought may be a sudden inspiration, a quiet nudge to rest, to forgive, to take action, to change something small that changes everything. The subconscious hears this affirmation and begins to attract those thoughts that strengthen rather than weaken, that uplift rather than drain. The law of attraction is not a myth, it is the natural movement of consciousness toward harmony. When you think I am guided, you are aligning your inner magnet with the frequency of divine wisdom. Next, you declare, I am guided to the right foods. This is not about rigid diets or external rules. It's about tuning into the body's innate intelligence, the whisper that says, this nourishes me or this depletes me. You are asking to remember what your body already knows, that food is not just matter, it is vibration. Each meal you choose carries energy, intention, and life force. When you affirm guidance, you are inviting your subconscious to awaken this awareness, to draw you gently toward what strengthens your cells, balances your chemistry, and uplifts your spirit. You'll notice subtle shifts, sudden craving for fresh fruit, a natural disinterest in something that once dulled your energy, a new appreciation for simple living nourishment. These are signs that guidance is active, leading you back to the table of vitality. Then comes movements. Every act of motion, whether a stretch, a walk, or a dance, is a dialogue between your soul and your body. Movement is prayer in motion. When you affirm, I am guided to the right movements, you are giving your subconscious permission to bring you into alignment with what your body needs. Perhaps it's gentle yoga to unwind tension, or a brisk walk to awaken circulation, or stillness to restore energy. The body, when listened to, tells you everything. When ignored, it pleads through pain. This affirmation is a promise to listen, to let intuition move you in rhythm with what heals. You'll find yourself drawn toward activities that refresh rather than exhaust, that align rather than strain. You may even feel a sudden joy in motion, as though divine life is dancing through your limbs. And finally, helpers. You are not meant to heal in isolation. The universe sends allies, doctors, friends, mentors, books, even chance conversations, all bearing the wisdom you need in that season. When you affirm that you are guided to the right helpers, you are acknowledging that you live in a web of divine orchestration. Help may appear in unexpected forms, a kind word from a stranger that restores your faith, a practitioner whose approach resonates deeply, a teacher whose insight unlocks something within you. Trust that each encounter is purposeful. The infinite arranges them not by accident, but by alignment. This affirmation invites you to walk through life as though guided by an invisible hand, one that leads you gently but surely toward all that uplifts and restores. No step is wasted, no choice random. Each one becomes infused with meaning when guided by divine wisdom. Say it again. I am guided to the right thoughts, foods, movements, and helpers that bless my health. Feel the assurance in those words, not striving but flowing. You are declaring that you are no longer at war with confusion, no longer wandering in trial and error. The path of health unfolds before you like a sacred garden, and every step reveals exactly what you need to thrive. Imagine walking through your day with a calm certainty. You pick up a book, and it contains the sentence you needed. You meet someone and they speak the word that shifts your perspective. You reach for a food, and your body hums with gratitude. You take a walk and your breath becomes prayer. This is what it means to live guided not by impulse or fear, but by the quiet rhythm of divine order. The subconscious, once given this command, begins arranging the tapestry of your life to match it. Thoughts of strength replace thoughts of worry. Cravings for nourishment replace habits of neglect. Movements of grace replace motions of strain. And the right people, those who carry light, compassion, and wisdom, begin to appear naturally, effortlessly. Joseph Murphy often reminded his students, you don't have to force the river, you only have to remove the rocks. This affirmation removes the rocks, confusion, doubt, self-sabotage, so that the current of divine guidance can carry you exactly where you need to go. Tonight, as you repeat it, let it settle deep into your heart. I am guided to the right thoughts, foods, movements, and helpers that bless my health. Let the word guided be your anchor. You are not alone in this journey. You are not left to guess your way toward wellness. The same intelligence that orchestrates galaxies and grows forests dwells within you, leading you moment by moment toward balance, vitality, and peace. So walk tomorrow not in haste, but in trust. Let your choices be gentle, your thoughts kind, your movements joyful, and your helpers welcomed. For every one of them is part of the divine plan unfolding in perfect time, in perfect order for your highest good. The 10th affirmation is this: I give thanks that I am healed now. What is impressed is expressed, and I choose wholeness. These words are the seal, the closing signature on the law you've been writing into your body throughout this journey: gratitude, recognition, choice. In this single declaration, you are doing three sacred things. You are thanking, you are affirming, and you are choosing. Let's breathe it together. I give thanks that I am healed now. Not I will be. Not someday. Not when conditions improve. Now. Joseph Murphy often taught, the subconscious mind accepts what is believed as true now, not in the distant future. To say I am healed now is to step out of time. It is to declare that healing is not a goal to chase, but a state to embody. You're telling your subconscious, this is already done. Begin expressing it. Gratitude is the language of completion. When you give thanks, you're not asking anymore, you're receiving. You are shifting from striving to resting, from doubt to faith. Gratitude says, the law has worked. The seed has sprouted, the harvest is assured. When a farmer plants a seed, he doesn't dig it up every morning to check if it's growing. He waters it, he trusts, and he gives thanks for the harvest he cannot yet see. Gratitude is that trust. It is faith in action. It is the quiet confidence that says, because I have impressed healing, healing must be expressed. So as you speak, I give thanks that I am healed now. Feel what it means to stand on the other side of struggle. See yourself already walking freely, breathing deeply, smiling easily. Don't postpone the joy. Gratitude collapses the distance between desire and manifestation. The moment you thank, you affirm that it's real. Then you anchor the principle, what is impressed is expressed. This is the golden law that underlies every truth Joseph Murphy ever taught. The subconscious does not argue, reason, or delay. It receives what you impress upon it, and it expresses it faithfully in your world, in your health, your relationships, your circumstances. You've been impressing health, strength, harmony, divine order, and because what is impressed must be expressed, you can now rest in certainty. There is no if in this law, there is no exception. Just as a mirror reflects the image placed before it, your body reflects the belief impressed within it. If for months or years you impressed fear, your body obeyed with weakness. But now you've impressed faith, gratitude, and wholeness, and your body is already obeying. The expression begins the instant the impression is made. You may notice at first as a sense of calm where there was worry, warmth where there was pain, ease where there was tension. That's healing beginning to bloom. So remind yourself, I have planted the seed, the soil is faithful, the harvest is inevitable. And finally you say, I choose wholeness. Choice is power. You're not pleading, you're not wishing, you are choosing. Wholeness is not just the absence of illness, it's the presence of harmony, alignment, peace. To choose wholeness is to withdraw authority from everything unlike it, fear, resentment, guilt, despair, and to crown divine order as the ruler of your body and mind. This choice reclaims your sovereignty. You are no longer a victim of random fate or inherited weakness. You are a conscious creator, declaring, I choose the pattern of perfection. I choose the blueprint of health. I choose the vibration of life. Each time you say it, your subconscious receives a command, build wholeness, express wholeness, reveal wholeness. Every cell listens. Every organ responds. Every function aligns. This affirmation ties the circle of the 10 together. Gratitude for what is, recognition of the law, and the decisive act of choosing. It is the point where desire becomes embodiment. Take a slow, deep breath now. Feel your chest rise. Feel your shoulders soften. Let the words flow not just from your lips but from your heart. I give thanks that I am healed now. What is impressed is expressed, and I choose wholeness. Let each phrase fall like sunlight across the garden of your mind. I give thanks, I am no longer striving, I am receiving, I am healed now. Not tomorrow, not when I see proof. Now what is impressed is expressed. The law cannot fail. I choose wholeness. I walk in harmony with divine order. Repeat it softly like a lullaby to your body. Feel gratitude expand in your chest. Feel certainty settle in your belly. Feel choice awaken in your will. You're not waiting for healing, you're watching it unfold. If doubt whispers, answer it with thanksgiving. If pain stirs, answer it with choice. If fear returns, remind it of the law. What is impressed is expressed. When you impress gratitude, healing must follow. When you choose wholeness, harmony must emerge. Tonight, as you drift toward rest, let this be your final thought. I give thanks that I am healed now. See yourself wrapped in divine light. Every cell singing its agreement. The subconscious, hearing your gratitude, deepens its work through the night, rebuilding, balancing, restoring. In the morning, rise with the same conviction. Before you move, whisper again, I give thanks that I am healed now. What is impressed is expressed, and I choose wholeness. You'll find your steps lighter, your breath freer, your outlook brighter. The law has begun its sacred work, and gratitude has sealed it. For in truth, healing was never about trying, it was always about knowing. It was never about striving, it was always about surrendering. It was never about begging, it was always about believing. And now, through your faith, your gratitude, and your choice, you stand whole, not because you earned it, but because you accepted it. So give thanks, not as habit, but as recognition. Speak the law, not as theory, but as truth. Choose wholeness, not as hope, but as identity. I give thanks that I am healed now. What is impressed is expressed, and I choose wholeness. Let this be your final decree. Let this be your signature on the contract of faith. Let this be the song your subconscious sings back to you in strength, in peace, in radiant health. Take a slow, steady breath, and let this truth settle deep inside you. Your healing has already begun. You've spoken life into your body, peace into your mind, and faith into your spirit. The law is faithful. What is impressed is always expressed. If these affirmations touched you, if you felt that quiet shift within, write it down now in the comments. I give thanks that I am healed now. Declare it, seal it, let the universe hear your voice. And before you leave, make sure to subscribe and like this video so you never forget the power that lives within your words. Each time you return, each truth you hear, each affirmation you speak, you're building a new pattern of faith, health, and divine wholeness. You are healed. You are strong. You are renewed.